Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Happy 7th birthday to Range Brewing out of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. So, yeah, it was their birthday just recently, I think a week or two ago. So, I picked up a mixed 8-pack. It had 4 different beers in it, so 2 of each, and a glass. They've quite often released birthday glasses, so pretty cool. Hashtag proper glassware. So the first beer, and I love that sort of simple but effective can artwork. The first one is a 7.4% triple fruited smoothie sour. The second beer is a 7% triple dry hopped West Coast IPA. The third beer is a triple dry hopped triple IPA at 10%. So we're getting into the big boys. And then the last one is a 10.8% Imperial Pastry Stout. And I'll go into details as I'm about to drink each one with whatever adjuncts or hops or notes or whatever you need to know. But yeah, I like doing these side-by-side streams. I'll just pace myself and probably just do a half a glass of each on camera. And then, yeah, give my final thoughts. It's Sunday morning here. It's very cold. And yeah, I'm starting to get a bit of a cold, so it's a bit of a shame. But yeah, hopefully I feel better tomorrow for work. So let's get into it. And cheers to Stewie in the chat. I reckon there might be a few 4.7s here, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. So fruited sour first up. So yeah, 7.4% triple fruited sour. Cheers, Susie. Yeah, not too good, mate. I probably feel about the same as I did last night. I got a pretty average sleep and I'm like real sniffly and got a bit of a headache. But yeah, I don't know, I just want to have a couple of beers and try and sort of forget about it. I don't want to waste my Sunday being miserable. So it says on here, it's really hard to read because it's like reflective. Like the writing on the back, it's like, it's a bit tough to read, certain lighting. So it says this triple fruited smoothie sour was brewed to celebrate our 7th birthday. It's the most fruit we've ever put into a beer. It's been overloaded with crazy amounts of blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, blackcurrant, strawberry, banana, lactose, and vanilla. Ooh. Here's to 7 more years. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I didn't realise it had that much in it. What was the Aussie name you gave me? I've never heard of it. Yeah, for sure. Cheers, Adam, brother. I had a nice day out in the city yesterday. I don't even know what that word is, Stewie. I don't know what you're going on about. Anyway, let's get into it. So yeah, this is the new glassware to go with the cans. 7th birthday, obviously. And yeah, fruited sours. Range aren't really known for them. They do them occasionally, but they're more sort of kettle sours, like lighter body and not as huge on the fruit. So you're already pouring it, sort of seems like it's the same as usual. A lot of different adjuncts in it though. Whoops, I just remembered I only want to do a half pour of each one. I'll go up to the middle of the logo. So yeah, it was blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, blackcurrant, strawberry, banana, lactose, and vanilla. Hopefully my fluey nose can still smell all right. Cheers, Phil. Good to see you again, mate. That smells good. So colour, it looks a bit darker on the camera than what it is, but you get the idea. It's like a crimson, a burgundy, a Ron burgundy. Yeah, so it's like that sort of in between red and purple colour. It's got I would say about a 3 to 4 finger head with like a pinkish hue, pretty tight knit. I would say the body, like the appearance, is like cloudy. It's not super thick. It's probably more of like a medium body with like a lighter carbonation. Let's go with. Oh, Bogan. Geez, you were way off. You were saying something completely different. Brogus. What the fuck is a Brogus? No wonder I had no idea what you were talking about. Yeah, plenty going on with this one, mate. And it's the first of four. Cheers, Cosmic. So yeah, I'm mainly getting sort of the darker berries, like your blackberry, blueberry, maybe some raspberry. I'm not getting any of the banana. You're definitely getting that sort of like milky, creamy, vanilla like sweetness. Smells really good. But yeah, you can just tell it's not like huge, like triple fruited sour like they have in America. There's only really one Aussie brewery that does like the real intense fruit sours, and that's One Drop out of Sydney. Oh, cool. Yeah, I wondered if they still did good dark beers. Anyway, I'm thirsty and I need to forget this cold. The sooner I have a few beers, I might pretend that I don't have it anymore. Cheers. Ooh, soft, pillowy mouthfeel. Carbonation's like, yeah, very sort of like soft. Creamy. Vanilla's pretty intense, which is good. They haven't skimped on it, because vanilla can be quite expensive. I'm definitely a huge fan of vanilla. Like in a lot of different styles. But yeah, I'm not getting that banana that they mentioned. Cheers, Simo. I probably would have come across, dude, but yeah, I've only just got up not long ago. Yeah, it's got some tartness. I feel like a lot of those berries, you sort of get sweetness and tartness. It's got like a floral, earthy vibe as well. I would say the base is like biscuity, maybe white bread, but more like biscuity. It's just like an amped up kettle sour, pretty much. Very, very tasty. This is the sort of beer if you were getting your loved one into craft beer, give them one of these and they'd be quite thankful. So it tastes very much like a smoothie. But yeah, I don't know. I always reckon that the berry sours they always work. Well, not always, but as in the flavour combo is generally pretty good. In a way, I'm sort of glad that the banana's not like dominant. They have a series called Jam, and that's normally like a couple of berries, and yeah, it's like real sort of sticky sweet with some tartness, and yeah, normally it'll just be like two fruits or so, and yeah, this is sort of like a escalated version of that, like with all the fruits sort of put in together. As far as percentage goes, yeah, like blind tasting this, you'd probably think it's only like 5%. It's 7.4. It's certainly not boozy at all. So yeah, they've done well. A good start to their 7th birthday collection. Yes, it is jammy. Yeah, she probably would, but she doesn't drink these days. Shepherd Name. I remember I've seen beers from them in Dan Murphy stores. Yeah, boy. Okay, let's finish this up and go to the next one. That's the thing. It's like this is the out of the four beers, this is the one I least am excited about, and it's actually pretty tasty. I have a feeling the hazy's going to be good. The stout could go either way. I reckon with range, they're hit and miss with their stouts. Sort of a good glass, like a little bit different as well, like different style. It's like a tall boy. It'd be good for lagers and that sort of thing. So yeah, let's get into the next. Put that down there. I need a bigger coffee table. So the West Coast, 7% triple dry hopped West Coast IPA. I'll read what it says on it. This triple dry hopped West Coast IPA was brewed to celebrate our 7th birthday. It's the most dankness we've ever packed into a beer. We've crushed it with ludicrous amounts of Eldorado Incognito, Nelson Sauvin Cryo, Nelson Sauvin Chinook, Centennial, Simcoe, and King Louis, I think it's 13. King Louis 13 and Blue Dream Terpenes. Yes, I love terpenes beers. I I did not expect that in this one at all. So yeah, here goes the weed beer. Oh, you can smell it straight away. Just smells like pure ganja. Cannabis. Oh my god, that smell. It's like when you walk past public housing. Bit of a knobhead pour there. So I'll wait for that to settle down. As far as the appearance goes, it looks like a hazy. It's definitely a West Coast. And it smells like a West Coast. Cheers, Paul. This is going to be a very dank number, my friend. So, as far as the head goes, it's like a fist. Pours like a hazy. It's like bright orange. Doesn't look as bright in the camera, but it's like full on bright orange, like a citrus hazy. I would say medium body again. Yeah, hashtag dank. Um, yeah, the head's like really tight knit again. Looks cool. It's just sort of sitting. It's got that look like it's going to be soft and pillowy, even though it's a Westie. Like just on, just on appearance, just the pour alone, you'd think it's going to be like a juice bomb. Yeah, carbonation looks pretty light. And yeah, apologies for my cough and my sniffling and shit. I've probably probably got COVID. Anyway, let's go with. Cheers, Juzzy. Good to see you, brother. I tried that banh mi in Footscray. Number one by a mile. It is fucking phenomenal. And then I went to Spanions Kebabs later in the day. It wasn't real bad. It just wasn't that good. It's certainly not worth the hype. Yeah, it'll help me like at least not be miserable with it. Especially four pretty strong beers. Okay, let's go with. It just smells like pure weed. Seriously. Fresh bud. Oh my god. Like I've had a lot of terpene beers and a lot of beers that claim to be very weedy just on aroma, and I've got a messed up nose at the moment. This is like one of the most intense I've ever smelt. Like you're not even. I feel like you're not even getting anything else. It's just like real weedy. So yeah, they're all got the same can artwork, Phil. It's like a reflective silver can with just the different color 7 on it. So it's their 7th birthday beers, and there's 4 of them. They're all the same, just the 7's a different color. The color sort of matches the style of the beer. So the fruit one had a reddish tinge, like the color of the beer. The green one for West Coast, the orange for the hazy, and then like a brown for the stout. So like I'm trying to sort of see if you get any like citrus or tropical. I feel like it's going to have like a bready base, maybe slightly grainy, but yeah, just huge cannabis vibes. Anyway, let's get into it. Enough talking, more drinking. Cheers. That's good. That could cure a man's cold. That could. I'm so glad I've got 2 cans of each. I can just drink the other 4 just casually off camera. So yeah, extremely dank. Think of the most dank beer you've ever had, and it's probably more dank than that. It's like full on musty forest floor mixed with cat pee and like some of the most intense bud you've ever smelled. There might be like some pithy grapefruit there, maybe some apricot, but just very faint, like in the background. It's just very like green floral. Like think of like cannabis, pine, cedar, like grass, earth, all that sort of stuff. All that good green stuff. It gives me that vibe. I don't always say this, but quite often we've got a nearby forest, and when you drive through there when it's been raining, that's sort of what it reminds me of. It's just got this distinct smell. The hops and the terpenes. I don't know what terpenes are exactly. They're like a. It's almost like an oil you get from the hemp or something. But yeah, it's in oil form because you actually it can be used as a remedy for like sleeping and that sort of stuff. Like I've got a little bottle of terpenes that I got off a mate, and like you put it under your tongue to help you sleep better at night. But yeah, it tastes and smells so much like weed. Yeah, it's just something I don't know a whole lot about. I'm not a smoker, so I've always liked the smell, like but just I'm not a smoker. Sandalwood. I think I've got like shampoo or something that smells like sandalwood. Speaking of hair, I was going to shave mine off yesterday, and it was like the world was telling me not to because the Vietnamese barber I was going to go to just because it was cheap and I was just getting my head shaved, so I didn't care. Um, they only accept cash, and I went across the road to go to the ATM. It's the only ATM in that area, and it wasn't working. So I'm like, oh well, no haircut for Sammy. I do want to grow it long again, but I've got some things coming up where I sort of need to be like presentable and neat. And when you got medium length hair, it's hard to do anything with. That's why I like wearing hats and beanies all the time because you don't have to worry about it. If it's like long, you can just let it sit, but when it's medium length, it's annoying. Here we go. Dirtbag. Cheers, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous motel reviews. Good to see you, brother. No doubt we'll share a beer at some stage. This is a very dank, weedy boy. Look at that simple but effective can artwork. Ooh. So next up is a triple IPA, hazy boy. It's going to put me on my back. Yeah, dude. I think I've got the cold again, or COVID. It's what happens when you have to get up at 2:30 in the morning and it's like 1 degree Celsius and you walk to work. And then you do all this overtime that you don't want to do and then you can't sleep. Oh, man. I'm back on Arvos this week, so I'll be getting home at fucking 2 in the morning, all that bullshit. I don't mind doing overtime. I just don't like when it gets forced on you and you have to do it every day. It's fucked. Who wants to eat into their own personal time 4 hours every day? It's bad enough working 8 hours a day, let alone 12. Let's get into the next one anyway. I could rant about work for hours. 10% triple dry hopped tipper, triple IPA, or triple India Pale Ale, if you want to know the full. So this triple dry hopped triple IPA was brewed to celebrate our 7th birthday. It's the most hops we've ever put into a beer. Hello. I like the sound of that. We've completely saturated it with Motueka Hopkeef, Citra Incognito, Motueka, Nelson Sauvin, Peacherine, and Citra. This is going to be a tropical fruit bomb. Here's to 7 more years. Cool. Yeah. We're we're desperate for rain here. All the farmers are struggling for feed at the moment. Like it's been a really good summer and it's dried out all the ground and we're starting to get cold weather, but there just hasn't been enough rain. So they're starting to get sort of scary drought conditions. Australia is known for getting drought conditions, but just lately they haven't had to worry too much about it. But this year's been interesting. Okay, let's pour this bad boy. Woo! So this is what these guys are known for. They're big, juicy hazies. If I was to compare them to someone in the US, I'd probably say like Other Half. In England, I would probably say Track. It's always the style that looks shit in my camera. It looks awesome in reality. It's sort of like a light orange, very hop saturated, like opaque. But yeah, in the camera it just looks shit. It's about probably a 3-finger tight knit head, white. Carbonation, it's probably a bit more in this one, maybe medium body. Looks really good. Yeah, getting a lot of different fruits in this one. So the first thing I smelt was like pineapple and passion fruit. But yeah, I'm smelling like a sweet peach as well. I feel like this one's like a white bread base. Maybe some mango. Maybe some guava. There's like some sweet sort of tartness there. Like nectarine, orange, maybe some lemon, lime as well. There's so much going on. It's very complex. Definitely like a big fruit salad. I'm not really getting any sort of green character. It smells like it's going to be very tasty. Cheers. Oh man. Woo. Smooth and creamy, full bodied, luscious. Maybe getting a little touch of booze, but I mean it's over 10%, so there's no harm in that. The body's really good, like it's like thicker than I expected. I feel like passion fruit's one of the main notes you get. And yeah, like the more I'm drinking it, the more sort of lemon and lime. I reckon like Motueka's hitting. But yeah, good balance of sort of sweetness and tartness. It's not dry at all. And as far as bitterness goes, there's probably a little faint, just slight lingering bitterness on the finish. It just tastes so fresh, though. I mean, what they say on the back of the can, it's the most hops they've ever put into a beer. You can see why it's so complex. Very nice. I'm going to say I'm quite impressed with these birthday beers. As I said before, I'm glad I got two of each. And the glass. Would have been cool on the glass if it was like it had, I don't know, maybe like a silver logo and then a colourful 7 or something, just to match the cans. I was glad I went to Melbourne yesterday. I mean, I may have paid for it because I feel a bit run down today, but I've worked very hard the last couple of weeks and I just felt like I needed to reward myself. And then, yeah, there was stuff I wanted to do and it's like I ticked it off the list. So now I feel like I don't need to go down there for a while. Just get back into the work spirit again and save my pennies for when I go to. I'm going to Sydney in a few weeks, just for a few days, and then I'm catching up with Adam from Mersey Beers, just for a couple of days in Melbourne. Fruit Pebbles. No, that's really nice. I've had plenty of big hazy IPAs from Range. This would rate up there. It wouldn't be my all-time favourite, but it's definitely very good. And as far as that West Coast goes, that's probably one of my favourite from them as well. It just goes to show, though, when you put that extra, yeah, like money and love into a product, it definitely shows. When it comes to birthday beers and special limiteds like that, it's like they're sacrificing some of their profit just to, like, I don't know, create a buzz, go out with a bang sort of thing. Oh, I'm excited for the stout. I really hope it's good. One thing that saddened me yesterday, I got off at Victoria Park in Melbourne, the train station. I walked down the ramp and I used to always go a couple of shops to the right and Range Brewing was right there. They had their own Melbourne bar because they're from Brisbane up in the north. And yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't work out. So yeah, it was pretty sad yesterday walking past there, and it's still got all the signage up, and I'm like, it's so shit. It didn't. I don't know. Every time I was in there, it looked like it was doing all right. So yeah, a bit of a shame because I used to go there every time I go to Melbourne. I'd pretty much stop in there and try their latest beers because then it would save me having to try and track down their cans. Yeah. I just always thought they were doing well. So, because they've opened up other bars in other places like in Queensland and that. Yeah. It's one thing I hate is doing housework. Because I work I don't know. I bust my ass at work. I work all this overtime. Got so much other shit going on, like walking the dogs and just whatever else. It's like by the time I've eaten, like gone shopping, cooked dinner, all that sort of shit, I just can't be fucked doing anything else. It's like it'd be so much easier if I had a partner and you could like share the workload. I don't think people real like. Yes, when you're by yourself, there's not as much mess, and if you're hardly home, it's like not that bad. But yeah, just when it comes to certain things, it's like I just don't have time to do them myself. The worst thing for me is cleaning bathrooms. I fucking hate it. I rarely make a mess in the bathroom, but it's amazing how like dirty it can get. Like just through just everyday use of like a shower and that. When you got a girlfriend, they definitely make a lot of mess in the bathroom. So we're nearly at the stout. Interesting to see what adjuncts are in it. And yeah, after that triple IPA, I'm definitely starting to feel it a little. But yeah, it'll be good. I'll be able to just sip on those for the next couple of hours. Hopefully, there's a stream I can join. But yeah, I don't go back to work till it's Sunday morning here. I don't go back to work till Monday afternoon. Yeah, it's one thing I need to get into. I just find shower screens so hard to clean. It's just something about them. It's like ironing clothes. It's just something I'm fucking useless at. I can just never do it properly. Most things I feel like I'm half decent at, but yeah, cleaning bathrooms and ironing clothes. I wish I was more mechanical. I can do basic stuff, but I just wish I was more mechanical. More mechanical, and probably I think every bloke would love to be like a good tradesperson where you could build your own house and all that sort of stuff. That'd be cool. Okay, number 4, the big finale. That brown reminds me of like milk chocolate. So here we go. Bloody cough. 10.8% Imperial Pastry Stout. This Imperial Pastry Stout was brewed to celebrate our 7th birthday. It's the most pastry we've ever added to a stout. We layered this cake. Yes, that's what it says. We've layered this cake with choc fudge brownie, Canadian maple syrup, cacao nibs, cocoa, Tahitian vanilla, lactose, and hazelnut. Here's to 7 more years. Hello. Cheers, bro. Cheers from Ireland. Cheers from Australia. Always good to see some new people. So I'm just about to crack a big 10.8 Imperial Pastry Stout by Range Brewing out of Brisbane. I'll try and get rid of this froth. Good thing about the fact that I've got 2 beers of each also is when I drink the other ones, I can take some good photos of them. Hopefully it's fairly thick and oily. It doesn't look thick and it doesn't look oily. Damn it! Oh, possibly oily. It's got a very dark head. Look at that. Woohoo! Actually looks pretty good. So, color. I would say dark chocolate or dark tan color. The head is quite tan itself. It's pretty cool when you get a big impy stout and it's got that like tan head. And it still looks like really tight knit, full. It's probably about 4 finger. Fairly light carbonation. I'd say the body looks like it's medium. Yeah. Please be good. Let's go a whiff. Hello, adjuncts. Huge chocolate. Like a mixture of dark and milk chocolate. And caramel. Or as the Americans like to say, caramel. Vanilla. I'm not getting any of that nutty vibe. It's just, yeah, like huge chocolate, huge caramel, and then some vanilla sweetness. The chocolate's fierce, like massive. It's like the Willy Wonka of beer. Yeah, smells good. Not getting any coffee. Might be something I get on the flavour. But yeah, like real rich. I wouldn't say roasty. It's more sort of, yeah, like rich, sweet. There is some roast there, but it's not like, yeah, not that sort of like coffee bitter roasty. Oh, it smells good. One for the chocolate lovers. Uh I had Murphy's lately and I really enjoyed that. It's good. I haven't tried the forged yet. I want to try that. One of my mates was going to bring it over from England, but they must have taken it off the supermarket shelves for some reason. But yeah, I like Guinness. I like Murphy's. When it comes to stouts, I sort of like them all. Bloody oath. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, yes, I think you should. Yeah, coffee milkshake. Chocolate coffee. A mocha milkshake. Okay, let's get into it. Happy 7th birthday, Range. Cheers. Ooh. One thing I will say just on that first taste, massive chocolate, but not sickly sweet. Like just brilliant, like balance. Oh, if this was barrel aged, it would be so good. A nice bourbon or a rum barrel aged. Ooh, fire. Very tasty. They have certainly gone all out with these birthday beers. I'm going to call it now. Out of all the stouts I've had from Range, and I've had some bourbon barrel aged ones, this is number one. This is probably the best stout they've ever done. If you're a chocolate lover, boom. It's just the chocolate is perfect. I think because there'd obviously be some chocolate coming from the malt. You've got cacao nibs, but you've also got like I think it had cocoa, so it'd be like a Dutch uh what is it, like a Dutch cooking powder or something like that. Like when you get the Cadbury Bourneville powder. Yeah, just it's so good. Wow. See, the quite often when you get a really good stout and you've got more than one, you'll put one away and put it in the cellar. But because this isn't barrel aged and it's all about the adjuncts will fade. Like your flavors, like your chocolate, your vanilla, even like the hazelnut, that they'll all sort of start to fade out. So yeah, it's no point sitting on one. Like you better, if you're going to sit on it, maybe just do it for a few months. But yeah, I just feel like this is one of those beers you got to drink now. You got to drink as fresh as possible. It's so good. A chocolate lover's delight. So yeah, I highly recommend. I mean, I think anyone that can get range should get all four beers because yeah, they're all really good in their own way. But yeah, if you're if you're a massive stout guy or girl and you like, chocolate, this is like very chocolate heavy and done really well. Like really, really well rounded, like great balance. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's so good that I've still got half a glass of each one left. So whatever I do after this review, it's like I'm just going to be enjoying these fine ales. Yeah, barrel aged beers are unreal. As I said, like this barrel age, it would be elite level, but it'd be like they've always range. Like as much as I love range when it comes to their dark beers, they've always been hit and miss. But they've definitely hit this one, and I'm glad. Good on them. I reckon brown sugar's another note too. Brown sugar. I reckon the hazelnut, I can sort of depict, is that even a word? A little faint touch of like nuttiness, but I think it's just, I think because of the massive chocolate and like vanilla and whatever else, I think the nuts just in the background. You just get this slightly nutty, oily character, like just waving in the distance. That's outstanding. Yeah, boy. And yeah, it's funny because I'm wearing working title, which is another Brisbane brewery. They're actually in the same area as Range. So someone from Range was watching this review. I'll be like, why is he wearing our opposition's hat? No, they're all mates. Well, most of them. I do like when you hear of a brewery like battling, and then another brewery like steps in and helps them out, or even like little things like a brewery runs out of a particular grain and they need it desperately and they can't wait for delivery or whatever, and then another brewery in the neighborhood has that particular grain, so then they just pinch it off them. So I don't normally score in like the side by side reviews, but I feel like with this one I might. All four beers are good. I've probably got a favourite. um, I don't really have a least favourite though. So where will we start? We may as well go back to the first one I had. So yeah, this was the triple fruited smoothie sour with about 1,000,000 different berries in it at 7.4%. I felt it was like a good balance of sweetness and tartness. Yeah, the dark berries like took front stage. It was very nice. Like when it comes to these sort of beers, I'm not normally a huge fan, but yeah, this one was done well. Just I think when it comes to epic fruit sours, they need a bit more body. And yeah, it's like every time a lot of Aussie breweries do them, they're very light, like a light kettle sour body. If you're going to compete with the big boys like One Drop, you need to sort of make them thicker. Yeah, I like the vanilla edition in this. The banana I didn't really get. So yeah, score for this, I'd probably say a 4.3. The West Coast, if you're a smoker, as in of the green substance, I would highly recommend trying a beer with terpenes because it'll take you to a similar place. And if you were to drink and smoke together, I think it'd be a pretty cool pairing. But yeah, this is probably one of the most dank beers I've ever had, which was pretty cool. Yeah, you didn't really get too much of the fruit character from the hops. It was all about the green stuff. Yeah, dank as moderate bitterness. Yeah, like decent beer. This one I probably would have went. I'm going to say a 4.5. The triple dry hopped triple IPA. Fruit bomb, very complex, huge hops. Um, yeah, this is the style that Range are definitely known for. Yeah, it had so much going on, just so many hops in it, so many different flavors. 4.7 for this. So you can see there's a bit of a pattern. We seem to be going up. The Imperial Pastry Stout at 10.8% that featured choc fudge brownie, Canadian maple syrup. There you go. I don't think I got any maple syrup. I'm going to have to try this again. Just a little sip. I forgot that they had maple in it. No, it's probably more like the hazelnut. If you know it's there, you can sort of sense that sticky sweetness in the background, but it's all about the chocolate, this bad boy. So if this was barrel aged, it would have a massive score. So if it was barrel aged, maybe if the hazelnut come out more, the maple. But yeah, very, very good beer. Huge chocolate. which I'm all about. I loved it. It was my favourite out of the four. And yeah, it's pretty cool how they got better and better as they went on. So yeah, I'm going to say a 4.75 for this one. Get yourself one of these if you like your chocolate. Very, very nice. Cheers to Range. Happy 7th birthday. You've killed it. Your beers are awesome. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to be doing now, but all I know is I'll be enjoying the rest of what's left. And yeah, I'll probably do another review maybe later tonight if I'm still around. I've got I've got some West Coast by Bracket out of Sydney. They were one of my favourite Aussie breweries, and then they had a lot of trouble with their facility they were at, where the landlords were getting too greedy, and they ended up having to move. But in the whole moving phase, they didn't have anywhere for ages, so their beer production just completely stopped or slowed right down. So yeah, I haven't had a beer from them for a very long time. So now they're starting to pump out the beers again. I'm excited. So I've got 2 West Coasts in the fridge. I thought I'll do both of them side by side, and then I've got, I think, 4 more beers from them coming next week. So yeah, that'll be good. I love Brackets, so I hope that they return to where they were. Yeah. Cheers to Range, and as I said, happy 7th birthday. Cheers to everyone that's been in the chat. It's been another good review. I always enjoy doing these multiple beer ones. It's cool. And yeah, after a couple of beers, it's like I feel a little buzz, and it's like my whatever my man flu is sort of in the background at the moment. So couple more drinks to forget about it. So yeah, cheers, peeps, and we'll see you again soon.